guys, welcome back to the channel where we're checking out all the Illuvium content. So today I'm going to look over our staking rewards and what is really going on with this. I'm looking at a couple calculators, looking at some best case scenarios here to see if we can be an Illuvium millionaire, which would be absolutely crazy. Before we get into today's video, go ahead and click the subscription button. We are at 1,200 subscribers almost already, which is absolutely amazing on this channel. So again, if you're new to the video, go ahead and click the subscription button. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So here we are, guys, looking at our rewards that we're getting from the Illuvium staking. Right now we are at 10 Illuvium tokens. So my strategy, and a lot of people have asked this, is every 10 tokens we are redeeming our rewards. As you can see, it is a Sunday night here. The Gwen is very low, 76 right there. But ultimately, we're going to go through a couple different scenarios. In the kind of way that I look at this, we can see the price of ILV tokens right now. And like I said, we have 10 tokens in pending rewards. So this does give us a couple opportunities. One, we can claim them in ILV tokens, or two, we can claim them in SILV tokens, which we can sell on the market. I'm going to show you kind of how both of those are looking and run some numbers for you and show you kind of the strategy that I am using to go ahead and claim these tokens. So looking on Uniswap really quick, if we have one SILV token, it is roughly $300. That is what it is pegged. So if I redeem these tokens in SILV, I can sell them here for $300, which means with my 10 tokens, the total is roughly $3,000 there for the tokens we have. With that being said, if I redeem them in my ILV tokens, they will actually be cashed right here based on the ILV price right here of just over $1,000, meaning that it is the $10,000 in ILV tokens that we will remain and have. So 10,000 versus 3,000, you can see the offset there. But the big thing is, what is the value of the pools? And this is where it kind of gets tricky for a lot of our players. So ILV is at a 40%, Sushi LP is at a 405%. That is right, guys. It is almost 10x with the Sushi LP pool to invest in here. So which one is ultimately beneficial? Well, we're going to break out our calculator for this one, and we're also going to look at a couple other things. This is the Sushi ILV ETH pool. If you guys have not seen this yet, it is on Xeron. You can see what your actual makeup right down here is. So Illuvium tokens, it is 2.142 ILV tokens on the bottom. The ETH, it is 0.504 Ethereum, and that is what is comprised of the 50-50 pool that makes up our Sushi LP pool. Now, so if we redeem our rewards, we trade them on Uniswap, we have roughly $3,000. That is right, guys. Out of that 3,000, we're not going to get that. And why? Because of the gas fees that we're going to incur with multiple transactions to actually get this done. So let's say theoretically out of the 3,000 we get, let's say 2,500, or even we can even be a little cheesier than that. So we get half of a token. So roughly Sushi ILV, again, 4,400. So we're going to get, let's say, half of a token or 0.5 of a token that we're going to get. Once we take the 3,000, we subtract out 750 in gas fees. Hopefully it's significantly less than that, but just generally speaking, generalizing, that is what it's going to be at. So it gives us roughly half of a Sushi LP token. Now, remember, we still have the 10 ILV tokens that we started with, and now we have either we have those 10 tokens or we have half of a token when it comes to the Sushi pool that we're accumulating. So what is the benefit in there? So we have $10,000 in ILV. We know the revenue distribution that is coming from that. Here we will get half a token. So essentially half the token, we're getting one ILV instead of our 10 ILV. And we're also getting a 0.25 ETH because remember, it is half a token. But the thing to remember here is the rewards that are generated from this itself. So this is where we're going to rely on some calculators that we've seen. This one is actually on Discord. It is on the staking. Not sure exactly who this was made by. I've actually had it up by quite a bit, but we refresh it on a regular basis. So looking in here again, running our general numbers. So we remember in the ILV, there's the current price, which we do know. We have 10 tokens. Boom, there we go. So we get our 0.010 potential daily rewards out of there. Doing it the other way, so redeeming for the SILV, selling out the portion, getting half of our token gives us roughly 0.5. So we get half of a token there, which is roughly 20, I think 2250 is what we were going by. So let's say 2300, half of a token right there. So we get 0.5, we get half of a token. As you can see from the multiplication factor, we get about 3 times as much from the SLP pool in rewards than we do with the ILV pool, which is just mathematically speaking, how much is going into this. But now when you think of tokens, so on an average month, I make a token a day, we make 30 a month. So if we're making 30 tokens, that is right, guys, we can raise this to 30 tokens that we're making in a single month. So there we go. So we're getting a 0.03 in rewards. The SLP pool, if we're getting half a token in that same amount of 10 days, so the 30 tokens, breaking them down to 1.5 SLP tokens. Now you can see where the rewards really differ in this factor, guys. So again, just running some math, and I really want you guys to double check, triple check what is going on here. So 153, the current price of Illuvium, times the token, we're getting roughly $31.59 a day that we're getting in rewards. Now times our 30 days, that's roughly our total, the 947 right there. But looking at the other bank of rewards, so if we have again our Illuvium token and the math here, that is the total times our 30 days, significantly different, almost 3 times as much, which was exactly what we were getting from the ILV and the SLP pool. Roughly 3 times as much that we're going to be accumulating in potential daily rewards. Now, I do go back to the Illuvium staking because looking at the rewards here, and again, looking at the dashboard, so we have 22 ILV tokens, and you can see the balance right there. So we'll take our balance that we have currently, times it by 3, gives us about 70, which is roughly what we have here. I mean, a little bit short. But then look at the rewards that we have accumulated within our pools. We have 0.22. That's right. On the balance, we've gotten 1/5 of a token out of the ILV here for the rewards from the sushi pool. Again, because of the APY, we have gotten almost 10 full tokens. So even if we take this and again, 0.22 times 3 times 5 times whatever it may be, the significant increase from the sushi LP pool really makes me think that it is well worth it to stock up this pool versus claiming for the ILV and accumulating those tokens. Now, again, I know it is a multiple steps to go through, redeem the tokens in SILV, sell them, split them between SILV and ETH, pair them, then stake them back in here. But ultimately, it seems like the rewards over time are going to be worth it. Because again, looking at this formula right here is 10 tokens every 10 days yields me half of an SLP token at roughly $2,200, where this one is banking 10,000. Now, the big thing with this, guys, is going to be when it comes down to the revenue distribution. And also remember, guys, with the SLP token is you are subject to impermanent loss, which I'm not going to get into all of that right now, but there is a big possibility for impermanent loss, things of that nature. But ultimately, the rewards that you get are, in my opinion, much higher and much more, it's worth it to go ahead and get the higher rewards to actually do the redemption the way that I was talking, taking the coins out of there, the SILV, selling off the SILV, and then restaking to that SLP pool, just because the sheer 3x on the rewards, the 4x on the APY. In addition, it seems like with those APYs, they've been varying a little bit, but this has been roughly at 400 for probably the past 2 months. It's been about 3 months that I've been in Illuvium. So this has been pretty stationary, ranging from probably 380 to 420 on a regular basis, depending when people put more money and pull more money out. And the same with the ILV pool at the 40%. But like I said, guys, for the 10x that you're getting out of this sushi pool, especially because I am staking this long term. So staking them in the sushi pool, I do it for 12 months. So when we do the staking option here, we are going locked for the full term, which remember is the exact same as claiming that ILV. ILV tokens that you receive are locked up for 12 months. They are staked for 12 months, or excuse me, for 1 year when you stake them. So when I claim the ILV rewards, it's locked up for 12 months. If I go through the couple steps and get the sushi LP pool, I lock these up for the exact same duration that I would have on the ILV pool. So again, guys, this is kind of what I've been doing. So when I started here, I had 12 tokens in the SLP pool. As you can see right here, we're at 14.69. But in addition, I also think that as we continue to cycle this every 10 days into this SLP pool, theoretically, how many tokens can this get up to? If I'm adding a 0.5 every, if I'm adding the 0.5 every 10 days, if I'm adding 1.5 tokens every month, this is actually going to go up. If my APY stays the same, it seems like this is going to start going faster and faster just based on the rewards that I have right here. So even looking, so we're at 22.5 right now, 22.5. And in the total, when it comes to the SLP, we're at 17.69. We can do 17.69. As you can see, we're getting 1 token there a day. So if that's the case, if we take this to 18, and again, just seeing that 18.5, another 10 days, and then, getting this up to 19, another 10 days, it seems like this is going to be fast. Now, I know that the pool does degrade 3%. Over the course of, I believe it's every 2 weeks, 3% does come off of the top to kind of scale out the rewards eventually with the degrading rates. But ultimately, if people do pull out of the SLP pool, the rate is going to increase naturally because there is a higher demand for it. So guys, that will do it for tonight's video. I want to get your input. I really hope you guys watch this to the end of the video. I want to get your input on this pool because, I mean, if you're talking a couple months down the road and we're looking at like 25, SLP tokens in here, they are still eligible in addition to for revenue distribution. So my thought in that as well is there's going to be a point where you have to pull out some of the initial value, some of the rewards that you're getting in here. So the method that I've been using between all of this is every 10 tokens, I recycle into that SLP pool. We're growing this up till we get to a certain point. But what I've been doing is every 10 tokens, just like you've seen here, we cash this in, we recycle it into the SLP pool. Now, the following 10 tokens, so 2 of the 3 weeks, the following 10 tokens, we take the 10 tokens we have here, we do the same on Uniswap. This 3,000 that we have in ETH is what we're banking. So remember, guys, as you're going through here and you're getting rewards, you're compounding the rewards, ultimately the initial investment is what we're looking to get out of here. So every 10 days, I can take roughly 3,000 out in ETH. Every 10 days, meaning that it's going to take me 100 days to get my initial 30 that we put in here, meaning that we could be fully vested with everything in the Illuvium staking that is just based on rewards. Even looking here, all of this, these 22.5 ILV tokens, those were all rewards. The compounding interest that I've gotten on this side on the Sushi LP pool has been all from rewards, short of the 12 SLP tokens we originally put in there. And then of course, the pending rewards here are just banking just the same, which I'm going to complete later today. I'm putting these in, so I'm going to sell them. We're going to get them back to the sushi pool so we can continue building up the sushi pool itself. Hopping over to Uniswap, taking our 10 coins. Once we do the redemption, I'm going to see approximately how much gas it's going to take me to get this done. But it does take multiple steps. So you actually have to redeem the SILV for ETH. The ETH I have to split to the IOV token, then I have to pair them, then we restake them. So it's not super difficult to do. There are a few steps. Big thing is the gas fees. That's why you have to wait till it's well under 100 or around 100 if you're not wanting this to go through instantaneously. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the method that I'm using for the Illuvium staking. Again, I'm really hoping to get that Sushi LP pool up to 25 tokens would be ideal. And then start just stocking up that SIOV. We know the land sale is coming in January is what Kieran has said. So I know it's not set in stone. He said December 15th theoretically, but they don't want to do it around the holidays. So I'm thinking probably the first or second week of January is going to be there. And at that time, if I can stock up some SIOV, if I can stock up some Ethereum, that is what I'm banking on to do the land sale. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.